Greetings. Today I'm going to talk about upholstery in van building. And specifically, we are going to upholster a piece of Baltic birch that's going to go into this bump out or flare to make it look more professional, get it one step closer to completion. Now, I'm not going to get all the pieces done today, so I'm just going to give you a fair warning because my core concept I want to illustrate in this video is how to wrap boards in fabric and do your basic upholstery. So first things first, we are making a template with cardboard of the shape we want to upholster. And this is a bit of a complicated shape because we have the window that we need to work around. We also have an insulation, and it's 3M insulation that is backwards. Okay, now that we're back in the shop, the insulation goes forward with the black side facing out and the white side facing in. If you get it backwards, it's not the end of the world, though. It's not going to change the R value. Okay, so we're prepping our cut on, this is thin plywood. It's 1/4 inch, and it's not structural or anything. It's all aesthetic. And once we've got our lines in, we've measured once, we've checked twice, we are going to just check the dimensions of this rectangle by measuring diagonally, writing down our number on both sides, and using a metric tape measure with millimeters. We want those values to be as close to equal as possible. And if they are perfectly equal, you have a perfectly square cut. This is the Craig track saw, which is a good low-cost option if you're a Roby tool, first van builder type of person. And I've learned through future cuts that it's just easier to use a shop vac to vacuum out the dust as you make your cuts. So that's what I did in the future as I progressed with this system. Next, we're using a router to cut out the window box that will allow us to see through the window because we don't want to cover that up. And I started a little small with my hole, vacuumed it up after I cut it, brought it to the inside of the van, and then traced it again and did some more cutting of my curves just to try and get this as close to fitting as possible. And so that's what it looks like roughly. All right, now on to the next part. We're going to use some padding, and then we're going to put our fabric on top of that padding and cut out the hole for the window. So we've done that. Notice I traced the outline on the fabric on the back side and then cut from the back side. Okay, so now that everything's traced and cut as we want it to be, we are ready to attach things together. We're going to attach these components together, and the core material we're going to use for adhesion is a glue made by 3M. It's the spray can adhesive you buy off Amazon. It's 3M spray adhesive 90. It's in that green can. Make sure you're wearing full respirator for these types of paint when you spray this stuff, and that you're in a well ventilated area. You can see I'm also wearing a full face shield because I don't want this in my eyes or any of my orifices. Okay, so now that we got the foam, and this is like 1/4 inch foam, it's going to give us a little padding behind that upholstery sprayed. We'll go ahead and push that down, get it nice and bonded to our Baltic birch. And we have this little patch there for where it didn't fit perfectly. And most vans, I suspect, that come from Mercedes, if you take out your subfloor, you'll have a whole padding of this 1/4 inch material that you can use to pad your upholstery, or you can just source it somewhere on the internet and have it sent to your house. It's the age of Amazon. Okay, so now that that's done, we will eyeball our fabric one more time. Then we will commit to spraying it with the adhesive. Let it sit for a little bit to get tacky, and then we'll flip it on our board and set it in with some staples from our staple gun. And you're going to be using small staples, right? Because we really only have a 1/4 inch of material that we're going through. And you want to lay this down in a way that you're not getting glue on the exterior, because you want this fabric to look as nice as possible. I am doing some staples on the outside that will be covered by furring strips. But if you're not covering your fabric with furring strips, you're just going to want to do your staples on the back. And the staples are adding tension to the fabric. So that's what I'm doing here. Just like someone hanging Christmas lights in a Christmas Vacation movie, just folding and stapling, maintaining a wrinkle-free tension across the fabric surface. Boom, boom, boom. And this is the art of upholstery for van work. You're getting your pieces, you're cutting them shape, and you're wrapping them in with fabric that you have glue on, and then you're stapling that in as well. This is time consuming, but it is less time consuming than the clear coat pieces, which take 6 coats of clear coat and really 3 sessions of sanding before, and then two final sands between coats 5 and 6. So it's all relative. And then if you're doing paint, that's its own set of procedures. So I just say that to give you an estimate or an idea of just the time it takes to do its job. And you'll see that this is just one piece for one bump out. I got to do all the finished work, which I'm not going to get to in this video. So just follow along in future videos to see that pathway to completion. But really do think of it as just like separate segments within the job. First you're cutting out the hole, then you're getting the bump out in or the flare, and for your finishing work, you'll start with your big piece first. It will kind of look like this, and then you'll go to your smaller pieces and get all those in. In any case, that is all I got for you today. Thank you for watching. We will see you around.